Aloha guys, hopefully you're doing all well in this pandemic and we're rounding the corner and gonna be done and I can cut my hair a little easier, getting a little bushy here. Anyway, I wanted to do a quick little video, kind of curious myself about it, but I'm gonna try to shoot a Vegas face, maybe half a Vegas round with my target bow. It's a Hoyt Prevail FX, and my hunting bow, a Hoyt Pro Defiant. Probably bought it in 2017 or so. I'm actually kind of curious to see how I shoot the two in comparison, and maybe we'll talk a little bit about that. Might be useful for some folks out there that might be interested in the target stuff if you're a bow hunter, or might be interested in the bow hunting stuff if you're a target archer. Kind of see how the two equipment compare. Again, I have no idea how it's gonna go, but let's just get right to it and see how we shoot. Okay guys, we're gonna roll with my Hoyt Prevail FX first. This is my target bow. You can see it got a 30-inch stabilizer, quite longer than a hunting bow system. I got 5.5 ounces of weight on the front. I have a 12-inch back bar on it. Don't have any back bar on my hunting bow, and I believe this one has 8, 9, 10, 11 ounces on the back. I don't know, I can talk a little bit about stabilizers in another video, maybe touch on it on this real quick, but let's shoot an end and see what we get. Oh, and my release, it's a True Ball Fulcrum Flex hinge release. Bow is about maybe 55 pounds roughly, and about 17 to 18 pounds of holding weight on the back. So my hunting bow is 70 pounds in comparison to draw, with about 14 pounds of holding weight. So about 2 to 3 pounds more holding weight with my target bow. Took a little long on the shot. A little out of shape there. Alright, let's go check those out real quick. Just keep it rolling on this first one here, so nothing fake. Here we go. Top one, first one, second one, third one for me. So it looks like X. Barely missed that one. So 10 and an X. Write that down here. So what's it go? X 10 X. So I'm gonna shoot 4 more ends, tally up the score, and then I'll go over to my hunting bow. 5 ends total, tally up the score, and see what we get. Little rusty on that first shot, a little long on the hold, but hopefully we'll clean it up for the next few. All right, second end. and X. So same thing. And number 3, X, X, X. So write that. And number 4. Little shaky end there. Let's go check it out. I didn't feel too great on any of those shots really, but we got a extra middle there. X, sweet. Yeah, X. So, well, best end, and I didn't feel too good. Let's see. X. Yep, just wiggle them in there. Alright, and number 5, last end for the target goal. That was ugly. Yep. Getting weak on the shots. I can just tell when the hinge doesn't move. Just not committing to the shot enough. And it's just yeah, I just need more practice to an experience there. I think I dropped 9 on that last shot, so it happens. Try to make these stronger, you know. That shot felt great. Oh, why can't they all feel like that? while we practice, I guess. Not a great half round, but let's go check it out. Ooh, yeah, so barely hung a 10. I think I got an X on that one and an X on that one, so let's check that out here. So 10XX, right? Yeah, 10XX. So that leaves us with a 150 out of 150 with 3 down. So what is that? 13? No. 12x out of 15 total x. So yeah, I guess so. Like 3x is down, and like a half round for me is kind of normal. I almost shot that 9 though, so yeah, not too good. Got a little shaky there. Didn't feel like a really good half round for me, but maybe a little less than average feeling. But all in all, not too good, not too bad. Still a 150 and only 3x is down. So let's go shoot the hunting bow next, see how that does. Okay, all right, let's do the hunting bow next. My Hoyt Pro Defiant. This is my current hunting bow. 70 pounds a draw, holding weight's about 14 pounds, so it's about a 75 to 80% let off on the cams. I'm gonna shoot the same release. I actually use the same release for hunting too as my target. And then it's not as fat indoor arrows like my target bow. These are a bit skinnier. It's Easton Axis 5mm 340 spine with 150 grain brass and 100 grain point. So with the collar, it's 155 grains up front with the flex fletch vanes. I'm just shooting the 5-pin hunting sight there, nothing fancy, just what I hunt with. So I probably won't be as precise on the aim on the target, and not having a magnified lens like my target bow, but we just see where it goes. Hopefully my form is good. Might feel a little squirrely on the first one because I just was shooting the target bow, kind of might not be used to the feel of this for the first few, but just gonna roll right into them. It should hit in the dot, so should be pretty good. Little to the lower left. I think that was me. A little slow on the release, so try to pick up the pace and the form. Left again. I'll get a little out of sight. I'll just shoot one more, see where it goes, so just keep it rolling. Felt good, but yeah, I think they're all low. I'm gonna have to move this. Let's go see. Yeah, they're well, besides that first one, they're all a little low. I think I'll move this sight. I think that's. What do you guys think? I think that's maybe a little unfair. I didn't really sight in the bow or anything, so maybe well, you guys know where that hit, so I'm just gonna go move the sight a little bit and then maybe start the round from there on it. All right, so I think those were a little low. I think the sight was off. I just grabbed the bow and went, so I think it would be kind of unfair to match that, and who knows, I just moved the sight down about 1.5 yards. That's hopefully that'll bring them up a little bit. I think it'd be a more fair assessment there. I don't know, you guys be the judge, so it's all on camera. Who knows? I might just start missing these high out the top, and then you know it's just me, I suck, but we'll see. That looked better. That looked in the 10. Maybe low 10 still. Can work with that. Half yard there. Let's go check it out. Okay, here we are. So, if you guys can forgive me on the first one with the bow being a little low. Here we got an X, X, X. So, pretty good. Good start. And so there we go. And you guys, you know, one of the other things to consider that might not be entirely fair is that there's already holes in the target, and with my, you know, the small hunting pin versus the big dot I shoot in my target scope, I could use that small pin to kind of aim at the holes. So there may be a little bit of a advantage already having the holes there, and me shooting the hunting bow second after the target bow. So I just kind of want to disclaim that a little bit. Whereas if I were to shoot at a clean face with such a small hunting fiber optic pin, it might be hard for me to center up as well without the holes kind of there. So I can kind of see those, just being fair in this assessment. All right, and number 2, hunting bow. Let's go. Hopefully we're sighted in good and that wasn't a fluke. We'll see. Pulled that a little bit. Some more errors. Both sitting behind the pin, I think. Oh yeah, definitely hitting behind the pin. One of the things to consider, you know, with the hunting bow is it's the back of the cam is a little more give or more spongy than the target bow. So sometimes when I set up a little bit off, I can end up pulling a little harder on the hunting bow, or pulling the cam over a little more than the target bow, because the target bow is very solid, and that can cause some inconsistencies and shot timing issues. So I may shoot a little bit. I'm gonna predict I may shoot a little bit more left and right as a result of that. And these are little splitting hair things, but something I thought I'd share with people out there who don't shoot both of them or know the difference. It's getting dark here too. Hurry up. Yeah, so that's a 9 there. I screwed that up. That's all my fault. X. So here we go. number 3. I think it's 3. Wait. Oh, I'm not sure. I lost track already. Anyway, let's just shoot him. Okay. Third end, X10X. So, 8X10X. All right. Fourth end, we got an X, 10. I just missed that one, 10. So X, 10, oh, 10. All right, last end, hunting bow. Let's make some strong shots. Go check it out. Okay, well, 10. I get it. No, I barely missed that X. So 10, 10, X. Let's write that down. Here we go. 10, 10, X. So where are we at? 149 out of 150 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with 6. Missed 6 of the X's out of 15, so that gives us 9X out of 15X. Not too bad. Alright gang, so there we got it. The target bow versus the hunting bow. Got a 150 12X with the target bow, my Hoyt Prevail FX, shooting a half round Vegas, and the hunting bow getting a 149 with 9X, shooting a half round Vegas. So pretty good, I think, for especially for the hunting bow. I expected maybe a little worse with the hunting bow, but you know, wrapping this up, I can talk about some of like the the key differences why I feel like I shot the target bow maybe a little better than the hunting bow, and I can go over that real quick. One of the most obvious differences is the arrow. So this is my hunting arrow. It's a Easton 5mm axis, and you can see my indoor target arrow is the Easton X23 aluminum arrow, 23 diameter arrow. So you can see the diameter of the arrows are significantly different. And you know, with target shooting, this bigger diameter arrow only shooting a short range like that, it can just catch a little more lines on the target, just pretty much shooting a bigger bullet down there so we can cut the lines. And if you kind of recall back, some of my shots with my skinny 5mm hunting arrow, they were just out. And if you kind of, I guess if you were to translate that into a 23 diameter, you know, put it in the same hole essentially, it would have probably cut the line in some of those cases. So you know, maybe the fatter arrow did give me a little more X count, but quite equally on both half rounds, I did feel like I royally screwed up at least one shot with the target bow and one with the hunting bow. And quite funny, they went in the same hole. Pretty common error of mine when I tend to hang up, or I just start thinking a little bit more about aiming instead of more executing my shot. I'll sometimes send one low left or high right. That's typically my errors and things that I work on. The other thing is, you know, is some of the sighting system. You know, the sighting system on my target bow, I don't know if you guys can see it here. It's actually a lens with there's a sticker dot in there, a big dot, and that big dot I can center on the yellow a whole lot easier than a small little hunting pin like my hunting pin sight. And then of course the lens is a 4-power lens, and you know, the housing is a small little circle, and the peep is a bit smaller than my hunting peep. So when I line up the peep and the sight and I go to execute the shot, it's a lot easier to kind of subconsciously maintain that alignment with the smaller peep and the smaller circle than it is with the bigger hunting peep. And you know, the pin is not in the middle of my hunting sight. You know, my 20-yard pin is a bit high in the sight, so I'm kind of like not looking down the middle of everything, and you can kind of get lost in your alignment while you're executing the shot. So I'm pretty sure with my hunting bow I executed some shots slightly maybe misaligned, versus alignment with my target bow is a lot better. The other thing, yeah, long stabilizer or more weights. What I would say about that is some people, even hunters that don't shoot target, they tend to just think, oh, a long stabilizer, more weight is just gonna make them hold steadier, and I don't find that to be true. I really feel like, and you can follow other professional archers or more people better at this than I am, they tend to say that your form or your structure, how you set up in your structure, literally dictates how steady the bow holds. And just the weights, what it does is it just kind of gets rid of the little micro errors in your form. So the little jitters you may have in your hand that it resists, the long stabilizer resists rotation. It doesn't necessarily resist this kind of movement, but it definitely resists rotation in your grip, torsional rotation and things like that. So stability is really based on your form, I would say. And you know, if I were to compare probably my hold with my hunting bow versus my target bow, I'm gonna say they're quite probably similar. It's just another thing is my target bow at the back, it's a lighter draw weight, but I'm actually holding more weight against the wall. It's about 17 to 18 pounds on my target bow, and my hunting bow is only 14 pounds on the back. And it's just been my experience in the way I shoot. I tend to hold a little more holding weight, steadier on target, so meaning that when I begin to execute my shot, the dot moves, its most extreme spread of movement is a little bit less than with my hunting bow. My hunting bow, it seems to move slower maybe than my target bow, but the range of motion seems to be further. So if that makes any sense, maybe one day I can videotape that somehow with like a laser, or maybe like a camera on my pin, and you guys can kind of see how the movement is different. But with my target bow, I would say it's a little more busy, but it doesn't move as far, you know, just kind of like that. And part of that might be due to the magnification in the sight. With my hunting bow, as I begin to execute, it's kind of more of a slow wave around. And I feel like with my hunting bow I don't have as much subconscious control of where it goes. I just kind of let it go, and it kind of just goes where it goes, and it's in a larger motion pattern than my target bow. My target bow, I feel like I can really like put the weight on my back wall and begin to execute my shot, and it'll kind of steady up and kind of get a little busy, but it won't move further out of the dot. So those are some of the key differences I think between both my hunting bow and my target bow. So maybe if you guys are on the fence, you guys don't do both, if you're on the fence about trying it, maybe this gives you some idea of what to expect. I don't know, just a fun little video. I got bored and thought I could maybe do something that might be useful here. But yeah, if you're a bow hunter, definitely you might want to think about trying target archery. I can tell you that my bow hunting is a whole lot more enjoyable and fun because I'm a better target archer. Shooting the targets and having my gear set up and all of that from the discipline of target archery has just made me have one less thing to worry about when I go bow hunting. So when I go bow hunting, I'm not worried about whether I can make a shot or whether my equipment's all squared away. Because of target archery forcing me to discipline myself how to get that right, I really feel like I can kind of put that away in hunting. I don't have to worry about my gear so much or my shooting. I bet there's a lot of bow hunters out there that probably shoot a lot before their hunt, getting all worried, you know, making sure their stuff is good, and then in the course of shooting a lot, some of them can even develop mild forms of target panic by shooting like that. So I don't have to shoot a whole lot before my hunts because my target abilities transfer over, and I'm just more worried about, you know, the hunt itself, where I'm gonna go, what I'm gonna do, how to pack all my stuff, make sure I don't forget my stuff. My friends know I can lose things like no other. So it's just more the bow hunt has just been more enjoyable for me when I can take away the worry about shooting and stuff. So really, you know, maybe consider target archery. It'll just make shooting at bigger animals when you're hunting really easy. So that's the video. Hopefully it's useful, guys. Again, not too bad shooting, quite similar. Hunting bow, you can shoot probably Vegas 300s with the hunting bow. That's the first time I shot like a bunch of ends, you know, Vegas ends with the hunting bow, and yeah, I mean, I screwed one up, shot a 9, but in reality I should be able to keep them all in the 10 and shoot a 300 even with the hunting bow and the pin sight. So give it a go, guys, if that's something you want to maybe compare or contrast or try with. But anyway, that's the video. Catch you guys in the next one. If you guys want to see me talk about something else or whatever, leave them in the comments or send me a message. I got some ideas coming forward, I just got to find the time to do it. So aloha, guys.